this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the best tips and tricks to win Hypixel Bedwars. Now, Hypixel Bedwars is easy to learn but hard to master. That's why I made this video for you. So, if these tips do help you, make sure to subscribe for more Bedwars videos like these. Also, before I get into this, I want to say a huge thank you to my friend Rick for helping with this. His channel will be in the description, make sure to go subscribe to him. But with that said, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're in a game. So the first tip is going to be the bed defense. So this bed defense is if you're not that confident that you can take out your first rush. So what I'd recommend doing is something called the hot dog bed defense, but also try to misplace it on purpose. It can confuse the opponent, and it can take them longer to break your bed if you misplace it. So basically how you're going to do it, you're going to make like a V shape. So you're going to make a V shape around the bed if you want to misplace it, and then just add like stems, you could call it, like 4 extra blocks. So 2 here, 2 there. Then you just top it off, and you just fill the gaps and the bed really, and then you misplace it, because normally you'd have the bed in the middle if you didn't misplace it, but you're actually putting it here. So then when your opponent comes from the diamond gen, if they break this block, it will not immediately open the bed. So then next thing you do with the wall, you just align it with the middle wood, like the wood in the middle, and then it should look something like this. So this is if you don't really feel confident that you can take out your first rush and you need some type of defense. If you feel confident and you're decent at PvP, I guess you could just do the normal wall bed defense, misplace it if you want, but I'd say go with this if you're starting. So now the next tip is just going to be having tools always. Even TNT but TNT you'd mostly use it on the first rush, but make sure to carry tools all the time. They're so cheap and they just help you so much. Okay, so the next tip, just like I said earlier, is TNT for your first rush. So TNT for the first rush could possibly be more efficient, because for tools you have to like drop down and break the bed, and you'd have to go into a fight if they're at base. But with a TNT you can start from above and you just place the TNT and you can just drop down whenever you like, and then you just break the bed. And that's not it. TNT can also be used to TNT jump. I can try to TNT jump over here. So just 1, 2, 3, and there you can just jump quite a distance, and you can pretty much get anywhere on the map.
Yeah. Another tip is if you're like a final kill and then you're running away from someone, you can place it down on the bridge if you don't feel comfortable in the bridge.
Oh yeah, that's also a good tip.
Up to getting sandwiched if you're getting to a base.
Yes.
So try not to do that often.
But also you have to be careful that place the TNT if you're sure of it, if they're at a safe distance, because they can easily use the TNT. Yeah, they can use it to TNT jump. So as you can see from the TNT is very good and can 80% of the time, if that's the outcome, break beds if you just drop down at the right time. But how do you counter TNT? Because it looks like that TNT is very overpowered, but it does have a weakness. Water buckets. So water buckets, they can stop the explosion of the TNT. So I would recommend having 2, 3, or even 4 in your team chest, not your ender chest. Because if you have it in your team chest, if you're, let's say, at mid and your teammate is alone at base with someone about to drop a TNT, they can just take a water bucket from the team chest and then just stop the TNT. But how do you do it? So Rick over here is going to place the TNT for me. So you just take your water bucket, you place it on the TNT, and it just stops the impact of the TNT. And then you probably lure them to jump down, so you can just kill them. Because basically, it's just how Bed Wars players are. Like, when they place a TNT, they just automatically jump down, or at least most of them do. So they would not expect the water to stop the impact. So when they drop down, especially if they're final kill, they are like caught by surprise, and you can easily get a kill on them.
It's just a natural instinct of a Bed Wars player, really. Yes,
natural instinct. So the next tip will require a bit of skill, so you might need to practice this, but if you learn it, then it's going to be so helpful. That's ladder clutching. So basically what ladder clutching does is, if you land on the ladder, then you will completely like stop yourself from taking fall damage. Let's say if I want to get down to Rick's base to destroy his bed, but of course if I just land there, I'll take a lot of fall damage. And then Rick can just like easily 1 or 2 tap me. So if you use the ladder to completely like ignore your fall damage, you'll be at full health. So if I just drop down here, see, I took no fall damage, and then you can just kill them, and then just get the bed. And since you're at full health, you might be able to get them again and get the final kill. Then there's also another thing for ladders, and this is if you are nearly running out of blocks, you can ladder bridge. So basically, ladder bridging, let's say if I only have,
16 blocks.
Yeah, if I only have, no, let's do 12. If I only have 12 blocks, of course, I wouldn't be able to get there. Of course, I'm not really the best at ladder bridging, but it's basically, you place a ladder, then you place a block, place a ladder, place a block, place a ladder, place a block. So basically, you're going to be using ladders, but this is only, you only should use it if you have ladders to spare. So you're basically going to be using half of the blocks you have. And there, I literally just easily made it to the diamond gem with still 2 blocks.
To like walk on your like ladder thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
All you have to do is just make sure you start at some distance. So like if you start here and you start sprinting from like the block right here, you might fall. So make sure to start at a safe distance. You just start sprinting and you'll just like go over the bridge. So don't be scared to go. And also the good thing, if someone doesn't know about this bridge, you can easily just walk over it, and it might take them a while to understand how to actually go on the bridge.
You can do some like blocks here and stuff.
Yeah, and you can just place some blocks there. Now, the next tip, which is probably one of the most important, is how to clutch a game. This is, if you don't know what clutching a game is when you don't have a bed and you need to try and win the game without a bed. So for this, as soon as you lose your bed, your main priority is to go to middle. Unless if it's the first rush, if it's your first opponent that got your bed, then you should focus on eliminating them first, then going to mid. But normally that wouldn't be the case. So basically, you just have to collect emeralds. And you just run around mid, just collect as many as you can. I would recommend getting at least 6. But normally I would go for 8.
Yeah, and you really want to buy like pearls and jump pots.
Yeah, pearls and jump pots. Those are the most important things.
Don't buy like a diamond sword, it's not worth it.
Yeah, don't buy diamond swords. And if you really are struggling in PvP, then buy diamond armor, but first of all, buy pearls before diamond armor. And the reason to this is, let's say if I have pearls and jump pots, and let's say, let's just pretend I don't have a bed. So, so Rick will like hit me off. Let's say let's say he's invis. Yeah, he's just gonna hit me off. You can just throw the pearl and you can save yourself. The jump pots. The reason jump pots are so good and you should prioritize them, or invis if you want to attack a base, is because if I drink a jump and then let's say my opponent starts comboing me and I am getting low on health, you can just like jump up and just place blocks as you go. Now this can be quite hard if you can't click fast, but then you can just eat a gap and then just go back and then just finish the fight. So if you're clutching the game, you have to try and avoid as many fights as possible until you are stacked and confident. And not only M's but also diamonds are very important, because if you get diamonds you can get like prots, sharp, and it's just gonna be so good. Like for example, let me just do like this. So, Rick, try and kill me. Just try and kill me. Just kill me. 4 and 5. Just kill me. So it took him 5 hits to kill me. And then if, let's say, I buy protection, I have protection 3 and even sharp. Now try to kill me.
With a stone sword, anyway, so like...
Yeah. And just like that, it took me 8 hits. It took him 8 hits to kill me. So just by buying protection, of course, you won't buy protection 3 that much. But also, imagine, it went from 5 hits to 8 hits to kill me. And also, if we also look at the fact that you'll be fighting them at the same time, so you'll also be getting hits on them, it's very helpful to have protection. Next thing is getting high ground. In Bed Wars, high ground is the best thing, because let's say if me and Rick are going to be on a bridge, Rick is down and I'm up, he won't know when I'm going to drop down, and I can jump down whenever he wants. And of course Rick is doing the ladder strategy, which will help. So if you're low ground, then do this. Don't try to go up to them, because they can easily just jump on you and just slap you off. But the main thing, if you have high ground, they won't know when you're going to jump on them, and you're just free to choose when you're going to go. So just wait for a moment where they're just slightly distracted, and then, for example, if Rick just, let's say, like, I don't know, turns around for 1 second, you can just drop down on them, and then you can just start a combo or just hit them into the void. The next one is extremely important for Bed Wars, and this is learning to speed bridge. Because let's say if I just normal bridge, like let's so I'm gonna, sorry, can you set up a timer? I don't know, let's just do a race. So Rick is going to speed bridge and I'm going to slow bridge.
The pressure is on.
Okay, go. Tell me when you're at base.
I'm already at the base. So.
See, he's already at the base, and I'm like, I'm just over halfway. So speed bridging is really important. Now, this will take some practice because speed bridging requires a lot of timing. Well, I hope these tips helped you get better at Bed Wars. If they did, make sure to smash like and subscribe if you want to watch more Bed Wars content, and even if you want to learn how to get better at Bed Wars. And once again, huge thank you to Rick for helping me with this. And that's pretty much it. It's been me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.